You don't have to be confident, you just have to be courageous. That's it.
Hi everyone, I'm Melissa Gonzalez. Welcome to Songwriter Saturday. Today's guest is Nova Wav. The songwriter-producer powerhouse wrote and produced on 8 of the 16 songs on Beyoncé's new album, Renaissance. Today we discuss their long-lasting relationship with Beyoncé, trusting yourself, and the importance of having good work ethic. Hi ladies. So happy you guys are joining us on Songwriter Saturday.
Thank you for having us.
Super excited. Thank you.
How did the songwriting powerhouse duo that is Nova Wav happen?
A guy hit me up on Facebook, a rapper, and he was like, yo, I heard some of your tracks on MySpace. Can you send me some tracks? And I was like, okay, cool. I don't really do that, but cool. I'll do it anyway. And so I sent it to him, and he sent some verses back. He was like, yeah, I got this girl coming over to do the hook. And then when he sent it back, I heard the hook. I heard her voice, and I was like, completely blown away. We worked for a year. I was like, yo, if you move to Atlanta with me, we're gonna be so huge. And she was crazy enough to quit her job and do it. And I'm glad it wasn't me, because I probably would have been like, this girl is crazy.
How did you guys come up with the name Nova Wav?
Funny story. So we were trying to figure out like a name, and we just couldn't figure out something that would stick. So we were watching Teen Mom one night, and the girl named her child Nova. And it just stuck out. And I was like, you know what, we should name ourselves. We should name ourselves Nova. Did I say Nova? Mm-hmm. Wave? Or
no,
I just said Nova. And so how did the wave part happen?
I think it's just, we just came up with wave from Wave File.
Yeah, from Wave File, yeah.
I started to do some research about it, and we actually found out that a nova is a binary star system in outer space. And so it's 2 stars, and they begin to revolve around each other. They come together. Eventually they become one, and then they blow up, and it's a big show.
Yeah.
And so we just thought it was fitting. We're part-time psychics as well. So for her to just say, Nova, and it worked out, and it was the correct thing. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. Seeing that, you can kind of do both. Is it easier in the process for you to hear the melody first and then write the lyrics, or write the lyrics first and then write the melody? Or does it not matter?
I think it's easier to hear the melody first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the melody drives the song. I think it's definitely easier to hear the melody and then kind of build off the melody. A lot of people like to work backwards sometimes, even like when we do sessions with other people, it's like they might come in with concepts, but it's always been kind of difficult for me, because I just kind of feel like you should let like the moment lend itself, mm-hmm. and like the beat, and kind of it just tells you what to do. So yeah, the melody, I would say.
Yeah, and I would say our advice to songwriters and singers to, when you do a melody, try to fill in some words, try to think of something, mm-hmm. because sometimes it's almost like channeling something, and the song will kind of write itself. So.
Yeah. I am so excited to talk to you guys about your most recent project, all your work on Renaissance. I know you guys have worked with Beyoncé before on Black Parade. I'm curious how that collaboration started.
Well, we met Beyoncé in 2014. We had just moved to LA from Atlanta. We were trying to come for like 3 months just to kind of just fill it out, just to get some work done, because we came for a camp, and we realized like things never actually happened until we came to LA. So we just got all the money we had together, and we're like, let's go for 3 months. Let's figure it out. And within 6 days of being here, we got a call to go in and write with Hit Boy, because someone canceled on the Hit Boy session at a Beyoncé camp.
Thank you to that person.
We don't know, to this day, we don't know who that person is that canceled that session, but thank you so much. Thank you for that sacrifice.
You were such a blessing.
But in a moment of transparency, I actually wanted to cancel the session because I was nervous. I'm like, okay, I don't know if Beyonce's gonna be there. Like, this is just a big deal. But we decided, she was like, I think we should go. So we decided to go to the session, and we ended up, what was supposed to be just the one session for like one day, we ended up being there like 2 weeks. That was 2014, but we didn't actually land a placement, with Beyonce until 2018. So it was 4 years.
She's such a amazing A&R, producer, writer, everything. And then she's turning around and the person who's singing and dancing. And then we worked on Top Off with Khaled. They kind of really just reinvigorated our energy. So she was like, yo, you guys can come in and work on Black is King. And that's how Black Parade came about.
Cuff It's my favorite song on the album.
Good.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank God.
So you guys co-wrote and produced that. What's the story behind that song?
Oh man, you know the funniest thing is we were in Atlanta. We just hit a creative block. I couldn't figure out anything, and so we went to the strip club. We left the studio just in the middle of the night and was like, let's go to the strip club. And so we all went to the strip club and came back, you know, super lit, and that's where the inspiration came from.
Yeah. I guess if you're trying to make a dancing track, go to the experts.
Pretty much.
Yes.
So being a songwriting production duo, what's your workflow?
It just kind of depends on the vibe.
Yeah.
We know what we both do best, so we kind of stick to those lanes. We're able to flip-flop when we need each other. And when it's like, this is not pulling together. What do you think? Can you get on the mic? Can you play these chords? Can you do this? Can you do that?
It's always in tandem. So
Yes.
it's like, hey, I think you should change this, or it just works.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm of course the vocalist, so I'm gonna be singing all the demos and stuff like
sure.
that. But
For sure.
yeah, it interchanges depending on whatever's needed.
Yeah, and most importantly, we're just never in the way of each other. Like,
Yeah.
we know who does what best, and it's like, you're the decision maker on that. I trust you. We'll go with it.
I know you guys wrote In My Head off the Thank You Next album. You could talk about that a little bit. Like, what was that collaborative process like?
We were in New York with Pop, shout out Pop,
Yeah,
and
shout out
and
Pop.
Ariana. She was there, and you know, she was telling us, you know, what she wanted to talk about.
Honestly, we're the best when artists will come in and tell us about their lives.
Yeah,
And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Got it. We'll paint the picture.
If there's any artists watching this, it's like, try to be as open as you can with the creatives, because it gives us more to work with, you know. We can't read your minds. I mean, all we can do is go off of how we feel, but sometimes, you know, everybody doesn't feel the same way. So it says a lot when an artist can be open and honest with you, you know, and tell you very personal things and know it's going to stay in the room, and you're able to like put it into song form, and then a million people can connect with it. I think that's just a magical thing.
Yeah, and we make sure that we let the artist know, like, this is a safe space. You're in the safest hands you've ever been in with Nova Wav.
But sometimes we don't have to say it.
Yeah.
You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
Because they kind of just can feel it.
And what advice would you give to songwriters, producers who want to be in the position that you ladies are in?
Put in the work. You know, there's just no way around the work. You know, people want to, I've seen a lot of people say recently, like a lot of successful people say, you know, people want to reach the top before they reach anywhere else. You know, they just want to go straight to the top, and it just doesn't work like that, you know. Put in the work, you know, be a good person. Surround yourself with like-minded people, you know, who have the same vision as you, the same integrity as you. And, you know, don't be afraid to collaborate. But just don't think you can substitute anything for the work.
Yeah.
I mean, it's people might think this is overnight, but you know, we've faced a lot of opposition. We've had to make a lot of sacrifices. We've had to trust each other. We've had to trust ourselves. You know, most importantly.
Also, not watching what's going on in the world and comparing yourself, because honestly, everything is a sprout of who you are internally. So if you're concentrating on everybody else and comparing yourself, and again, not doing the actual work, but you're concentrating on all the triggers that are around you, you're just going to be frustrated. So you got to get in there, do the work. Don't be scared. Don't be fearful. And you don't have to be confident. You just have to be courageous. That's it. Our biggest mantras we got from Teresa Lababeres White's. We were watching an ASCAP panel that she was doing, and she said, be braver sooner. And it was like it was concise, but it was so concrete, and it just makes sense. Like, you just be brave in the moment. Just be courageous.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. Thanks so much for coming on Songwriter Saturday, ladies. This was amazing.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, we had fun. Let's do it again.